Smith, now all of a sudden he wants to speak up for his so-called, friend and basically co-worker, Michael Irvin. Yeah, basically after being silent since the Super Bowl, look, at the end of the day, we all know that he had to get the okay from his his bosses at ESPN to speak on it. And if I'm Michael Irvin, because Michael Irvin, pretty much the video speaks for itself, and I'm giving you the edited version. I'm probably gonna go on my other channel and talk about this. I'm gonna go a little bit more deep into detail because on this channel I kind of got to be cool and stuff. But Michael Irvin is completely vindicated. But at the end of the day, the way that people turned their back on him, they didn't have his back. Nobody spoke on his behalf, and this is why I don't respect black media, especially that work for mainstream media, just like this stuff with John Morant. John Morant, it's time to move on from this. And Shannon Sharp just keep talking about this dude. Now it's to the point to where you showing that you got a personal vendetta against him. And it's not that you looking out for him. You just really trying to smear his name. Once again, John Morant hasn't been arrested for anything. They're going off what they heard he did. No video evidence. They're just going by what they heard he supposed to have did. Conduct detrimental to the league. How? Based off what? And I'm seeing, and it's just get to the point to where they just dragging this situation. They trying to just squeeze whatever they can out of this. It's funny how they have these segments about what a brother supposed to have did that's wrong. But then, like I said, all of a sudden, with white boys, it's like maybe a 2-minute segment. Then it's like, well, let's wait till the facts come out, or he's my friend and all that stuff. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith is the biggest coward. They all cowards. Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Shannon Sharp, they're all cowards. They're all coons. They're all handkerchief heads. They all, you know what I'm saying? They're everything you could think of under the sun. And they're everything was what's wrong with black men in media, working for mainstream media, because you're not allowed to be yourself. If I'm Michael Irvin, like I said, I'm getting a lawyer. I'm suing everybody. And I would make the NFL network issue me a public apology, because it appears they tried to humiliate Michael Irvin. Basically, the investigator what the reports are saying was some woman. It seemed to me her name should be possibly brought up, because basically she's supposed to had interviewed the lady, and they didn't talk to Michael Irvin, and they just made a decision. Oh, we're just going to kick Michael Irvin out of here. And that was wrong. They didn't do their due diligence, and they didn't run a proper investigation. Now, you know what I'm saying? I've worked in, I did security and all that kind of stuff before. These type of situations, you're supposed to do a proper investigation. You are supposed to get the facts. You supposed to have heard Michael Irvin's story, and you supposed to have heard that lady's story. But they just automatically sided with the woman, came up to the man's room, told him he had to leave, escorted him out of the premises. Is you kidding me? And Michael Irvin want to go back to the NFL. He want his job back. I would tell them to go to hell. Listen, I ain't the biggest Michael Irvin fan, because Michael Irvin, then you know what I'm saying, he didn't been on that coon train a few times too. How he did Tyrann Matthew, how basically he tried to throw him under the bus. It's funny how karma comes back and gets you. But at the end of the day, I don't like how Michael Irvin was treated. It don't have nothing to do with me liking him. But that was wrong how he got did. And then basically he got no support from his colleagues at ESPN. He got no support from his brothers in sports, former football players that he put. Where was Jerry Jones? Where was Jerry Jones? Which I'm going to eat the Jerry Jones in a video. And I just want to thank Jerry Jones for proving what we all thought and suspected about him, that he's a racist. Flat out. Flat out. And I know people gonna come on here with their condescending remarks, and that's cool. Ain't worried about it, because as soon as I see it, you gonna get hit with the block button. Because see, we don't never want to have real conversations, because all this was about pushing a narrative, this believe all women. You can't believe all women. You can't believe all women. That's exactly why Emmett Till and other men is no longer with us. There are stories about men getting out of jail because a woman lied on him and said that he violated her or did something to her. Did 30 something years. But we supposed to believe all women because they a woman? That doesn't make any kind of sense. And they hollering about equality. And then they holler about sexism. Well, isn't that sexist to say, oh, because I'm a woman, you supposed to believe me? That is complete cap. If that's the case, then why do we have the situation allegedly going on with Andrew Wiggins? Believe all women. Yeah, just like he believed that both of those children was his. And that turned out, from what the reports are saying, not to be true. They didn't have no trouble disregard Michael Irvin. It's funny how this woman, her name get protected, but then Michael Irvin's name get dragged through the mud. His name get to be smeared. Just like Udoka, his name got smeared, and everybody's so upset with him. But then you have a lady that was a whore that stepped out on her husband, she get protected. And then you call out the double standards, and then you got people trying to get mad at you for calling out the double standards and the BS. And then you got that mutt Malika Andrews trying to call herself, trying to come on somebody's outlet, talking about what we not gonna do is blame women. Why not? So what's more wrong, a woman that's married and got children stepping out on her husband, or a dude that really ain't married and messing around? Now, morally, was it wrong? Yeah. But was it a crime? No. This happens all the time. It's kind of funny how everybody's seen to be mad at Udoka for what he did, but then you had Gabrielle Union admit that she was cheating on her husband because she was the main breadwinner. She was the main source of income. I didn't see nobody condemning her. But that just goes to show you the double standards that you have in society when it pertains to women. And women that say that they're not protected, they are protected. And that's just real talk. Oh, they already starting that movement. They already starting that movement, KP. They sitting up, these same women talking about, why won't nobody talk to me? Why won't anybody approach me? Because if we look at you, you call us a creep. Dudes can't even go to the gym no more without women accusing them or something. And don't even be looking at them. Might be looking at you because, one, you sitting up blocking the weight rack, the dumbbell rack, trying to film yourself to where no, but that might be why we looking at you, because we want you to get your butt out the way. These gonna be all this modern women stuff. These the same ones that's crying about passport, bro. But you keep saying that we no good and that we no good. We don't measure up to y'all. Okay, well, why do you care? Why do you care then what we doing? That's what I don't understand. If we're such menaces and pedophiles and whatever you calling us and colonizers and whatever, why do you care? Why are you speaking on it? You shouldn't care, right? You shouldn't care about something that you're not supposed to want, right? I don't like Little Caesars pizza. You think I'm gonna keep making videos about how I don't like Little Caesar pizza? No, because I don't like it. I don't eat there. So like I said, Why are you worried about what we doing? Reality is finally then sunk in now with these women. And some of them, no matter what, they ain't gonna want to tell the truth because a lot of women can't accept the truth, or they just refuse to accept it, and they don't want to have any accountability. They love to holler about what's the man's fault. They never want to look in the mirror. And as long as black women in particularly don't want to accept accountability for the most part, a lot of this stuff is their doing. And it's just going to be that way. I don't even pay them women attention that sit up there and be talking about, oh, why don't men open doors for women anymore? Because you said you independent. You said you independent. I ain't opening no door for you. Remember, you don't need a man. You don't need no man. You don't need me. So, like I said, so since you so damn independent, you don't need a man. You ask me out. You come pick me up. You pay for dinner. You pay for everything. Remember, you don't need no man. You can do it on your own. But see that whole stigma, that whole conversation changed when you say, oh, well, if you so independent, you pay for everything. Then I want to go to Las Vegas. You pay for the room. You pay for the flight. You pay for you pay for everything else that come with it. All the entertainment, all the expenses. Yeah. Then the conversation switches over. Oh, well, you're the man, so I expect. No. So there you have it. I don't be wanting to hear that stuff. Get out of here with that junk. Get out of here. No, I'm just keeping it a buck. These women sitting up here crying about, why won't nobody approach me? Because I'm a creep. You don't need no man. But guess what though? Guess what? When your car break down, you change your tire. You open the door for me. You open the damn door yourself. When you can't reach that, you know what I'm saying? When you can't reach that 12 pack of toilet paper, you go get it. You get it. Don't ask me to do it. Since you so independent, can you get in front of the line? Nope. Remember, you independent. I don't even know, for real. When women say, do you mind if I go get in front of you? Yep, I do. Yep, I do. You ain't gonna hold the door for me? Nope. For real. I'm serious. Could you hand me that? Get it yourself. That's how we gotta. I'm serious, fellas. I'm serious, brothers. That's how we gotta be. Remember, they wanted this. So let's see how independent they are. Oh, I got a flat tire. Could you call AAA? Can I use your trip? Nah, you do it. Use yours. I'm serious. I'm serious as hell. I'm serious as hell. It's way too many double standards going on. So like I said before, these women sitting up here talking about, why won't nobody approach me? Why won't nobody talk to me? Look in the mirror. You the problem. I think something is real weird when I see a woman that got more tattoos than a man. I'm just finna keep it a buck now, because let's really get this all out in the open. I think that's nasty when I see women with tattoos all over their body, all on their neck. Who you supposed to be? Sheepak or something? Like, man, get out of here. Out of here, man. Out of here. Yep. Nah, for real. I'm serious. I'm serious. Oh, I got a flat tire. Sound like a personal problem. Remember, you independent. You ain't gonna open the door for me. Nope. How many sets you got left at? How many sets you got when I'm finished? I mean, for real. They so independent. Well, we finna put that to the test. We finna put that to the test. We gonna see how independent you is. Oh, I'm $100 short on my car note. Ask your mama. I'm $100 short on the rent. Hey. Hey, you independent. You remember, you don't need no man. I'm dead serious. Yep, my rent. Hey, I gotta pay my own car note. I gotta pay my own rent. I gotta get my own. Hey, remember, you independent. You independent. You can function by yourself until you need. Yeah. You can function by yourself till you short on cash. Then all of a sudden, what you doing? Counting my cash that you ain't getting. So like I said, we gonna put that independent stuff to the test. We gonna really see how independent you is. See, that's the thing. Men, and particularly us black men, we can go wherever we want. No matter how harsh it is for some people to accept that we the most desired man on the planet. That's why we stand out wherever we go. We go to Switzerland. We walk in the room. That's why all them white women start clinging to us. Now, do I trust them? Hell no. But I'm just saying. That's the difference between a man and a woman. See, we could go across seas and find us a wife. Let's see how easy it is for y'all to go across seas and find you a husband. So you can sit up talking this stuff about you don't need a man and you got your degrees. Like I said, you need to stock up on cat food or dog food because that's going to be the only thing you're going to have laying in the bed with you since you're so independent. I'm just dropping the mic tonight. I'm dropping the mic tonight. Yep. Said you like I said, go stock up on cat food, go stock up on dog food. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Go to the store and go get you a toy because that's what you're gonna have. Since you so independent. I give brother Kevin Samuels credit. Rest in peace. I'm glad that he broke the spell. That's what people were so mad about. That's why so many women was like I said before. That's why so many women hated him, and particularly people like Cynthia G, who stood up lying, talked about she didn't watch his channel, but she sure could recite everything that he would say. But it's cool. But that's that's some of the things that women get away with. It's kind of funny the double standards that go on. You had podcasters. You had Cynthia G with a bunch of ratchet and nothingless women sitting up having a podcast talking about if you get pregnant with a black baby that's male, you should have an abortion. But that wasn't considered hate speech. But then they came after Andrew Tate. They came after Kevin Samuels. And by the way, free Andrew Tate, the top G. But they kicked him off of social media. But you have all kind of women on here making racist videos, hate speech about black men, but then they stay on these outlets. So I'm just keeping it, man. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. That's just real talk, the stuff that women get away with. Like I said before, this lady's name get protected that lied on Michael Irvin, and she flat out lied on him. And then everybody abandoned him. Everybody abandoned him. Nobody had his back. Nobody. Now Stephen A. Smith trying to talk. You should have said something when all this was going on. When he first got removed, he should have said, I want to say something. I know I ain't supposed to say this, but let's wait till the facts come out before we judge Michael Irvin. But this is history. That's what happened to Michael Irvin. That's exactly what caused Emmett Till his life. And on a side note, I want to say something else. Anybody that listened to that clown, Charleston White, please get off my channel. Charleston White is a clown, and I heard that remark he made about Emmett Till, talking about that's why we took out Emmett Till to you Chicago dude. Anybody that Charleston White is a cornball, he a clown, and he's a fraud. Emmett Till is sacred. Nobody should ever disrespect him like that. Once you make an Emmett Till mark, you done with me. That's just unforgivable. I ain't messing with you. That's just unforgivable. I can let some things slide, but if you bring that up, I'm cool with you. You can't get past that. Can't get past that. Can't get past it. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that one. Ain't no coming back. Now, I'm just keeping it a buck. Anybody that mess with Charleston White, you could unsubscribe from my channel. Please. I'm serious. Once I saw that, yeah, this is all I needed to know about this dude. He a fraud, just like he just like all them other frauds. He an ambulance chaser and he a clout chaser. So I'm just saying, that's what got Emmett Till. That's what got Emmett Till's life taken. Women doing stuff like that. The funny thing was the lady left her post to come talk to Michael Irvin. She was waiting for him to come back. If she was like I said, since when do tapping somebody on the arm and shaking their hand lead to you being harassed? Is you kidding me? Is you kidding me? So now shaking somebody's hand mean that you harassing them? Is you kidding me? Maybe we need to start giving these women a taste of their own medicine. They start looking at us, we start filming them saying, I feel violated. But then again, you can't do that, because if you a man and you fight and you stand up to a woman, they question, your sexuality is questioned, or they try to shame you. But at the end of the day, I'm giving out the same energy. Remember, they say they equal. Well, I'm gonna treat them like they a man. Remember, you equal. So if you say something to me, I'm gonna say something to you. It's man, for real. And shout out to Tony the closer for putting Tasha K in her place. I'm glad he checked her. I'm glad he checked her. I'm glad he put her in her place. And she didn't want she was trying to pretend that she wasn't tripping. She didn't want no smoke with that dude. And especially when he said, tell your husband to pull up. Oh, my husband not like that. No. Yeah. But of course they was trying. You had women sitting up there trying to say Tony the closer is canceled and all that stuff because he stood up for himself and his girlfriend. But Tasha K had all the smoke in the world for the lead attorney, calling that man out his name, calling him this, calling him that. But see, when she got that same energy through back and she saw that dude was serious, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't talking all that high power stuff. She wasn't talking. She saw the dude was serious. So that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like I told you, we just have to, like I said, we just have to take it. Everybody think they can go around. Everybody think they can go around and treat us and say whatever the hell they want to say to us without no consequences. I'll give you another example. Why everybody, how they target us. You ever notice, and this is just real talk. I'm finna tackle everything right now. I'm finna tackle everything. We finna tackle everything. How they target black men. This is something, and this is just real talk. Because we finna tackle all these subjects. And shout out to 7A because he brought this up too, how they just target how everybody think that black men are just supposed to take it. The only thing, we gonna have to go back to how it was in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, where we just had to like let it loose. Because these people, they got too comfortable. Just like you notice with all these pranksters, these dudes that be playing these pranks, you notice they target mostly black men. Like that, like that half breed, I ain't saying his name because I ain't giving him, but you know who I'm talking about. That half breed that be walking up to people calling them boy, dressed like a slave owner. Him, that other cornball, that's in Texas. And I'm sorry to all my, and I'm sorry, no disrespect to my mixed brothers. I just sorry about that. Because some of y'all be, you know what I'm saying, real talk. I apologize for that. Real talk. But you know who I'm talking about. You notice they mostly target black dudes. Everybody from that other clown, that other Armenian clown that be in LA, that be walking up to people saying disrespectful stuff. They mostly target, and then those other two Hispanics that be in Florida. They always seem to target black people. You look at it. So they think like, because what they think is they can get away with it. They don't respect us. And you know why? Because we've been told that we just supposed to take it. And that's why they've been pushing all these movements towards black men, asking us to wear purses and all this kind of stuff and nail polish, feminizing us. Making us feel ashamed for being masculine. And they only target black men. Like I said, y'all got to really see what's going on here. They only target I look at a lot of I really do research. I said, is it just me that most of these prankster people target black dudes? From walking up to these dudes where they with their girlfriend saying, hey, here's my number. See, I don't play that stuff. And I'm letting any of you pranksters know, because I know a few of y'all be watching my channel. Cool. I promise you your prank is going to go terribly wrong if you do that to me. I promise you. I promise you you're going to get humiliated. Not going to say nothing. You're going to get humiliated. But y'all got to peep this stuff out. Nobody don't care, man. Let me explain something. That's complete cap. So being strong is demeaning men in your own community. How does that make you strong? But you don't have that same energy towards non-blacks. You only have that strong. You only talk that strong. And I'm gonna just say that ain't nobody, any black woman that say that stuff, ain't nobody jealous of y'all. What is there to be jealous of? I mean, if you want to get technical, y'all more jealous of black men than we are, y'all. Y'all trying to replace us. So, man, get out of here with that. Man, I'll be, man, for real. Man, hey, Showtime, that talk is over with. We not falling. See, that's the thing. They used to try to use that to make us feel guilty about them wanting to have a free pass to run ragged and disrespect us. It's always been that way. How come? Here's the thing, though. How come when a dude that ain't black put them in their place, they say they turned on? Or they like that. They like getting put in their place. But then when we do it, they try to shame us, make us feel guilty, say we're a bully, say we're gay and all that kind of stuff. Question our sexuality. Man, get out of here, man. I ain't trying to hear that. We got to stop with that. That's cap. Like I say, they always change the temperament in the room when it comes to us. Y'all got to peep this stuff out. We got to stop being scared to call this foolishness out, because it's nothing but foolishness. Just like all this stuff. Listen, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna hit y'all with with a truth bomb. This is just real talk, because I'm gonna do a series of videos on this, but I wanted to go live first before I start breaking this down in segments. Okay, look, we all know, we all can agree as men that Ja Morant didn't use good judgment. But what make me mad when you get some of these dudes to try to say he went to Catholic school and all this kind of stuff, they got just as much corruption going on in Catholic school. You'll see the same stuff in Catholic school and in private schools that you will see in regular school. There's drugs, there's weapons, there's all that stuff, pills, all that stuff. They have access to the same stuff that they have in regular school, public school. So that's cap. You not go you to make it look like you're not exposed to that kind of stuff. It's even, you can make an argument that it's even worse in private school. Don't you know those rich people have money and they have access to better resources than we do? So I ain't trying to hear that stuff. Now, like I said, we all can agree Ja Morant didn't use good judgment. But the way they did drag this thing on, Ja Morant ain't been arrested for nothing. Okay, so they pulled a Coca-Cola ad, a Powerade ad. Okay, well, Conor McGregor, and they say they don't want to hear nothing about Ja Morant being 23. Well, you gonna hear it. You know why? Because here's the thing, Conor McGregor been arrested multiple times. Multiple times. There ain't no video footage of the stuff that they accused Ja Morant of doing, but it's videotape of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor has been arrested and been accused of sexual assault at least 2 times. He got arrested for firing on an old man. He got arrested for vandalism. That's on video of him tearing up a bus. He didn't lose his endorsements. He doing commercials. Why ain't there nobody mad at Conor McGregor? Like I said before, Will Smith, one bad outing. Out of 30 years of excellence, he make one mistake. They make it look like this dude is Hitler or something. But then, like I said, Ezra Miller then went around the world assaulting people, threatening police, accused of starting cults, grooming underage people. But you don't see no public outrage for Ezra Miller. Y'all got to keep it a buck here. Y'all got to keep it a buck here. Y'all need to have the same outrage. Like, you got to have the same outrage for these other dudes, these white boys and these non-blacks that you have for Ja Morant. Let the man, you know what I'm saying? Let the man try to redeem himself. Now, if he keep doing it, then fine. Okay. Fine. But like I said before, he 23. Conor McGregor is 34. What's his excuse? Ezra Miller, 30 years old. And not only did Ezra Miller not get kicked off the Flash for all the stuff he did, he signed the extension. But then James Gunn got rid of The Rock, Henry Cavill, but kept Ezra Miller. And then, not to mention, James Gunn got a very shaky past. So I'm just saying, people got to have that same outrage. Now, let's get to this stuff with Chanel. And then to Jalen Rose, you can get the middle finger. It was no reason for you to ask Ja Morant whose gun that was. It was irrelevant. The Colorado police said that they not going to further run an investigation. It's not a criminal matter no more. So why did you have to ask him whose gun it was? You tried to DJ Vlad him. And that was weak what Jalen Rose did. That was a complete B move. Once again, try to drag. Oh, whose gun was it? Jalen Rose, you weak for that, bro. You supposed to be from Detroit, bro. You supposed to be from Detroit, bro. You supposed to be from the D, bro. You ain't supposed to do no stuff like that. That was weak. What you mean Alec Baldwin allegedly? He didn't allegedly, he did it. He killed somebody and he killed somebody and he shot somebody. That's what I'm saying. But everybody so outraged at Will Smith. Nah, Alec Baldwin caught a body. Man, come on, Showtime, bro. He wasn't trying to help. It was no reason to go that direction. It was no reason to ask that question, whose gun it was. He said, I took responsibility for my. Why do you want to know? It's not a criminal investigation. All he was trying to do was say, oh, whose name it is. Oh, whose name it is that the gun belonged to. So now they can start trying to dig into this dude. You know what I'm saying? Start trying to do research on him and all that stuff and run his name. Nah, I'm glad John Morant didn't answer that question. Jalen Rose went out for that. That was some sucker stuff that he did. That was a mark move he did. I ain't even try to hear that, man. There was no reason to ask, oh, whose gun was it? I mean, dude, is you a cop or something? Like, for real, bro, you 5-0 now or something? The NBA investigators determined that John Morant didn't do nothing criminal. Now, let's talk about this whole stuff, how he's been perceived in the media. Let's talk about that word that start with a T and you know what I'm saying, thug. Let's talk about guns. And see, this is the thing that pissed me off, this whole thing, and that's why I don't fall into that. Why is it that every time a black man, even whether he have a criminal record or a past or whatever, why is it that a black man, no matter who he is or how he conduct himself, if he's shown holding a gun, automatically that word, the image of thug or the word thug applies. But if a white boy hold up a gun, Second Amendment rights, law-abiding citizen. See how they always change the frame of the picture? Law-abiding citizen, white boy. Thug, black dude. I don't like that, and I hate that. They do that with these YouTubers. They do that with these YouTubers that have gun channels. They call them thugs. If they shoot, these dudes are thugs and all this stuff. But then if the white boys show their guns and shoot their guns, yes, Second Amendment rights. Oh, that's some good shooting. But the black dude, see how these guys are? And then when you call them out on this, on their blatant double standards, on their subliminal or blatant racism, did all this, hey, oh my God, why are you bringing race into this? No, you're bringing race into it because of the perception. Just because somebody black can have a gun don't translate to him being a thug. See, that's the label that they put on us. Now, keep in mind, don't you remember the basket brawl? They were sitting up saying, oh, those dudes are thugs. They acted like thugs. Thugs is basically a secret way, you know what I'm saying, a DL way to refer to a black dude as the N-word. But then the white boys fight at hockey games, and then some of those Mexicans fight at soccer games. They don't get called thugs. They get called fans. The hockey players fight. Oh, they just settling the difference. They're settling a disagreement. So we got to start, like I said, we got to start checking these dudes. Hey, man, don't call me no thug. I'm a law-abiding citizen just like you. I'm a law-abiding legal gun owner. Exercising my Second Amendment rights. We got to stop letting them tie everything to us like that and then thinking it's a compliment. Like I said, that's why I was saying all these rappers like Cameron and other people trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to lecture John Morant. They need to shut the hell up. Cameron then had an issue with Cameron and damn near beef with every rapper you could think of. Cameron beef with half the rappers in New York. Go take no advice from somebody like that. That rap about drugs and guns and all that stuff, and you talk about John Morant. You part of the problem. Because we taught in our community that that's who we supposed to look up to. We taught if a dude work a 9 to 5. No, and this only happens in our community. We've been made to believe that the only way we can be accepted is basically how many times we break the law and go to jail and how much prison time we did. They done taught our women if a black man work a regular 9 to 5 job and just going about his business to stay out of trouble, he boring. He ain't exciting. He don't have no edge. So we have to look all around what's going on. It's a different set of rules for us. And when we stop pretending that it isn't, the better off we'll be. So I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Man, tell Cameron to shut his ass up. Tell Cameron and tell him I said it. Tell him I said to shut up. Real talk. That's the last person that need to be talking about somebody. Dude, like I said, who haven't he beef with? Don't y'all remember 2 years ago? I'm at my beach house. I'm coming for you, Curtis. I'm coming for you, Curtis. Yeah, I'm at my beach house in Florida. I'm coming for you, Curtis. And you know who Curtis is. I'm coming for you, Curtis. Be quiet, dude. These dudes, the nerve of that dude. Lame. Oh, man, you don't even want me to start on Jay-Z, bro. You don't even want me to start on Jay-Z, Mr. Thug It Out. I used to move keys, and I showed you your first tech on tour. But then from what I heard, this dude invest in prisons and own prisons. That's why the Negro is a billionaire. Biggest hypocrite clown. And then not to mention he have a world-renowned snitch working for him. Desiree Perez, a documented world-renowned snitch. That should tell you all you need to know about Jay-Z. And he ain't the most influential rapper in ever. Like I say, Jay-Z ain't never been the number one rapper, ever. Anybody, like I said, Jay-Z need to shut up, man. Jay-Z need to shut the hell up. Got a world-renowned snitch working for Desiree Perez. Caught that skank with like 30 bricks. And she snitched on that. She snitched on everybody. So that, like I said, that need to tell you, that should tell you everything you need to know about Sean Carter. Got a world-renowned snitch work. I'm talking about he got a world-renowned snitch working for him. Man, if Jay-Z walked in the same room with me, I'd walk the other direction. I wouldn't even talk to that dude. I don't got nothing to say to that hypocrite and that fraud. But you made all these songs about how you was in the streets and all this kind of stuff. And then we all know that he secretly was trying. We all know that he was finna secretly sign that other dude. That you know what I'm saying. That other dude who snitched on everybody, who they celebrate. But then when word got out, when word got out, he drew back on him. No, I'm just man. I'm just saying about Jigger, man. Jay-Z got a history, man. Man, Jay-Z snitched on, man. Did you hear what Jay-Z did with Jay Prince and Suge Knight and another somebody else when they was trying to start a record label? Jay-Z went and snitched. Man, Jay-Z been up, man. Jay-Z been up, man. I'm trying to tell you about that dude, man. Been trying to tell, man, Jay-Z ain't in my top nothing. He ain't in my top nothing. Real talk. When they had him at number one, that was laughable. That was laughable. Who he done influenced? You became a billionaire by being a fake, fraudulent, unloyal, rat, snake, stab you in the back, cornball. That dude, Jazz, man, first of all, Jazz was the one that put Jay-Z on. Look how he used to be doing Jazz. Make it all in records, dissing him and stuff. And like I said before, real talk. Name, if Jay-Z number one, name one song that Jay-Z was featured on that he had the best verse. Got out rapped on Swagger Like Us. Eminem beat him on Renegades. I'm just saying. Benny Siegel killed him on Parking Lot Pimpin'. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's just some of the songs that he name one song. Name for real. Name one song where Jay-Z had the best verse where you can say, "Oh, Jay-Z came the hardest." Yeah, I'll wait. Hold on. I'll wait. Bro, man, I've been trying. Listen, bro. I've been trying to tell people. I've been warning people for years about dudes like Adam 22 and Vlad Rally, but they won't. They won't listen. I've been telling black people to stop like talking to them type of dudes and giving them kind of dudes clout. I've been saying that. Man, Jay-Z had to sit for it, but that's what I'm saying. Jay-Z ain't never been all that. Billboard, that 50 greatest rappers list was laughable. It was laughable. It was laughable to have Jay-Z at number one. Jay-Z got outsold by DMX like for real. DMX first 4 albums debuted number one. DMX first 3 albums sold over 10 million copies. When Jay-Z was going platinum, or maybe double platinum, DMX debut album sold 4 million records. Second album, which came out, I think, almost within a year of the other one, sold 3 million records. Next album sold 3 million. So what is it for real? Jay-Z ain't never been number one. He should be on. I mean, for real. When Billboard had him at number one, that was just laughable. That just goes to show you that list got made up by white people. Kendrick Lamar had no business being on there. And I like Kendrick Lamar. I'm just keeping it a buck. People don't be wanting to have no real conversations. No, that's what I'm saying. Showtime, name one soul that Jay-Z ever had to be. I mean, he couldn't even, man. I mean, he couldn't even blow past Kanye West on that album that he did with Kanye West. Kanye West held his own, whether Kanye West wrote his verses or not. So I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I put that video, what dude said. Jay-Z ain't never, like, for real. He ain't never had an album where he, for a calendar year he outsold somebody. It was always somebody that sold more, like, for real. Nelly's debut album, Country Grammar, sold like 11 million records. Nelly's debut album outsold Jay-Z's first 3 albums. So how in the hell I'm just keeping it a buck. DMX debut album sold 4 million records. Second album, 3 million. Third album, 3 million. Fourth album, 2 million. Fifth album, platinum, or 2 million. So what like, I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. So I'm just saying. I just had you know what I'm saying. I just had to put that out there, man. But that's what I'm saying. But anyway, you guys, appreciate y'all tapping in. I'll be back with more later on. But I had to get that off my chest, man. Appreciate the love, man.